Oh yeah, not creepy at all, is it, that intro? Elden Ring is one of the best games I've played in a long time, and I say that as someone who's not a hardcore Dark Souls or From Software fan. I absolutely love Sekiro, and I do like the Dark Souls games, in having all of them, but I've never actually beaten any of them, and I'll be openly honest and upfront here. I have put round about 40 plus hours into Elden Ring, and I still haven't beaten it, but I've got to get my review out there because I don't need to beat this game to tell you what I think about it, because even if I never beat this game, I'd still give it the same review, because I have been having an absolute blast. Originally, I was not hyped for it whatsoever. I couldn't care less. I just thought, it's just another Dark Souls game. But I was so wrong. This is From Software's best game in my opinion, even better than Sekiro for me, and I love Sekiro. The open world aspect of Elden Ring is great, and I mean great. It's what you take if you got Dark Souls and Breath of the Wild, for example, put them together, and that's what you get. As soon as you get spat out at the beginning of the game, you head off in all directions that you want to. Some you should be going to, others you shouldn't. If you come up against a boss you can't beat, you can go away, level up, fight other bosses, you know, rune farm, which runes is what you use to level up in this, and also your currency to buy things from vendors as well, which is really cool. And there's just so much to explore. There are mini dungeons, there are big dungeons, there are libraries, there are tombs, there are ruins, there are castles, there are forts, there are Erden trees, which are massive, gorgeous, glowing trees with bosses with vagina heads for some reason. The locations are amazing. They are absolutely stunning, and everything you see into the distance you can go to, and I can't stress that enough, which with this type of game is amazing, to be able to just look over in the distance, see a castle or a tower or something and think, I'm going to go there, and you can explore it. And not only can you climb up things, but usually they have doors or caverns that lead into them and go down, and there's also lifts that take you down into another underground, pretty large map, which blew my mind at the time. I thought, how big is this game? And this game is huge, absolutely huge. Just when you think you've seen it all, a little bit more of the map opens up. There's massive mountain to the north. There's a massive city to the north. And you'll know about that when you come to it, because it's guarded by one twat nugget on a horse. There are so many things in this game. Weapons, armor, items, little mini quest lines, obviously within side quests, to unlock more weapons and armor that would kick absolute ass. There are loads of different builds you can just craft together in this game. You can either focus on your strength and dexterity and your endurance and be an absolute powerhouse in attacking, or you can upgrade your magic to be able to just annihilate foes Harry Potter style, which is frowned upon apparently in the Dark Souls community. I don't see a problem with it. People play how they want to play. I don't believe in any kind of gatekeeping for any game. I'm not good enough at Dark Souls games to be able to be in a position to gatekeep, in air quotes, but play it how you want to play it. This is a game that is great for newcomers to the Souls series, because before this game I'd played Dark Souls. I bought Dark Souls when it originally came out. I bought Demon Souls when it originally came out, and I've liked them. I've never persevered with them, but Elden Ring I am persevering with, and I will 100% beat it. And I can't wait to go through it again on New Game Plus, because there's just no end of things to see and do in this game. Dragons and everything, including one ginormous one that you will find to the top right hand side of the map. Good luck with that one, because when I found it I shot myself. Because not only is it a huge dragon, and that one isn't the threat, it's all the dragons that wake up around it. But again, with killing the dragons, and you get the dragon hearts, and you can take those dragon hearts to a specific place, and you can gain abilities from that. There's just so much. I don't want to give too much away or spoil too much of anything, because I think the beauty of this game is discovering things for yourself. Finding things and finding quest lines and items and keys and all sorts, and figuring out little puzzles by yourself. There are treasure maps. There are treasure maps in the forms of you can buy them from vendors, you can find them, and you can also find paintings strewn around the open world, and they will lead you to some treasures as well, which again is really, really cool. There's a lot of fast travel points, and the loading doesn't take too long. Of course, I'm playing it on Xbox Series S, so if you have a next-gen console, the loading is not that bad anyway. I don't know what more to say. I don't know what else I could say to just... This is definitely worth the hype. Is it a 10 out of 10 game? As a Dark Souls game, I'd say absolutely. However, subjectively, as a game, no, because there are some technical issues which need to be addressed, which seem to have been ignored by a lot of major reviewing outlets. For example, the frames do drop a lot in some areas, and when a lot of things are happening on the screen, they can drop. But again, I'm playing this on Xbox Series S, so maybe that's just a problem there. But I've never had a problem before on games like Halo Infinite. I didn't have an issue. I didn't have any issues on like Psychonauts 2, for example. But here they do tend to drop. So there is some texture pop in, and sometimes when you load into the world will then pop up around you. And that some of the textures do look a little dated, especially on characters in terms of their like hands, for example. They don't look nowhere near as good as Amanda Ripley's hands in Alien Isolation, say. But apart from that, the game does look good, especially the vistas in the background. They do look stunning, and whilst I'm describing this now to you, I didn't want to write it in a script because I wanted it to come from me, as in like just straight raw from my brain, because that's what my kind of reviews are like, as if you was asking a friend for an opinion on a game. I'm not an official game reviewer, I'm not a professional game journalist or any kind of bollocks like that. I'm a gamer that plays games and then wants to talk about said games on my YouTube channel, and also I make smaller videos on my TikTok channel. But yeah, Elden Ring for me definitely is a 9 out of 10. It would have been a 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for the technical issues. But, like I said, that could just be the Series S. I don't know. I can't get hold of an Xbox Series X or PS5 as of yet, but I will do one day. And I did hear that the PC version is having a lot of issues. Oh, also, the first couple of days when it was launched, could not access the online part of the game in terms of seeing other players, being able to interact online. It fixed itself without need of a patch, so it must have been an error their end, but it's I got to point that out and say that the online wasn't working on Xbox, which was unfortunate. But nevertheless, this is a game that will keep players entertained for a very long time. And before I finish this review, I just want to say, no, it does not have an easy mode. I don't think it needs an easy mode. But the only thing I can say is that if you want the game to get easier, you need to get better. I know there's the big stigma with, oh, get good. I don't subscribe to that kind of nonsense, because a lot of people don't have the time to just dedicate all their life to one specific game. Like me specifically, I like playing a wide variety of games. But it just trust me, take it from someone who's just a casual Dark Souls, Souls-like player. Just keep practicing. Time your rolls. Time your parries, block when you need to, but don't always block. But yeah, as long as you time those dodges and learn the attack. You may die a couple of times, but that's fine. Learn the attacks. Learn what the boss is going to do, and I guarantee you will beat it. And be patient. Don't go in there hack and slash and try and quickly kill the boss, because he will sauce you before you even know what's happening. But trust me, you do that, and you will come out on top. But thank you very much for watching this review, and I shall catch you on the next one.
Deliver me unto greater heights. Well, utterly tarnished, plain as a lord. I command thee, kneel! I am the lord of all that is golden.